Hello and a very warm welcome on ESPNcricinfo Match Day T20. We've got 2 games left in Season 10 of the IPL, and this one will determine the second team to make it through to the final against the Pune Supergiant on Sunday. It is the Mumbai Indians against the Kolkata Knight Riders. 4 titles between them over their history, so a lot of pedigree involved in this one. Lots of pedigree in studio with me. Ajit, Agarkar as well as Brad Hogg are here to set this one up. And as we always do, our match points coming up on the show. 45 seconds each our guests get to get their comments in. This is the first of those. Is it advantage to Kolkata at Bengaluru? They've just won a close one there against Hyderabad to get into this game. This is why we say so, because perhaps Kolkata's bowlers have had a pretty good time at this venue. They've won both their matches here this season. Remember, Umesh Yadav, Nathan Coulter-Nile, Sunil Narine, all among the wickets, and their economy rates are not very bad. When you look at the makeup, Brad, of those bowling lineups, do Kolkata seem to have a more well-rounded attack with more balance and more options for this game? 45 seconds.
No, I think they've both got great bowling attacks, but you've got to remember that they bowled against RCB earlier in the tournament as well. RCB haven't been the most prolific team this year. They finished on the bottom of the ladder, so they had an easy game there. But this is going to be a tough contest. The Mumbai bowlers aren't bowling that well, but the Kolkata Knight Riders bowlers, they've got depth. They've got 2 great leg spinners that they can choose from, Chawla, Kuldeep Yadav, and then they've got the pace attack of Bolt left arm swingers, or they can go to Coulter-Nile, the right arm pace who hits the pitch hard, and then they've got Umesh Yadav, and if they want to go another Indian quick, they've got Yajput there as well, and then obviously they've got Narine. So they've got a very, very strong lengthy bowling attack, and they can use Pathan and de Grandin if they want to go with the all-rounder.
Yes, I'm not sure they'll go back to Pathan in that game, but however, what's happened is that suddenly the conditions in Bangalore actually allow your attack to be that much more effective, isn't it? And that's what's going to give Kolkata some confidence in this game.
Yeah, I mean, it allows your seamers and your spinners both to be in the game the way the pitch is played. I mean, the other night they bowled first against Hyderabad and still got assistance. It's a good thing that they restricted Hyderabad to the score that they did. They didn't have to chase too many, plus, you know, it was a rain curtailed game. Otherwise, chasing can be a bit tricky on the pitch. We've seen that before in the season. Both, probably the 2 strongest teams in the competition, Mumbai and KKR. Very, very few weaknesses is the form that they're carrying into the, you know, Mumbai would be ruining that loss against Pune, not having chased that 160. Couple of things didn't go their way. But like I said, you know, 2 of the strongest team clashing, very few weaknesses. Whoever turns up better on the day will win.
Is there a weakness though with Mumbai? Yes, they have the most balanced attack, balanced team. They finished on top of the table, but perhaps this is a little bit of an Achilles heel that's come through. Has their bowling lost steam a little bit of late? And this is why we say so. It'll come up on your screens now, and then Ajit and Brad can give us their thoughts. Just have a look at this now, Ajit. In the last 4 games, those averages are high, the economy rate's gone up as well, and the strike rate too. As a bowling unit, Ajit, have Mumbai gone off the boil a little bit, or is that a factor of Wankhede Stadium?
I mean, there's one game against Kings 11 in there for sure,
Yes,
which has dramatically changed some of the economy and the averages. But their biggest problem this season has been that Malinga is not finishing their innings every game. I mean, he did it for fun through his career, and he's not done it as well as he's done before. Bumrah is obviously one of the guys that they go to. And McClanagan, for all the good work that he's done, he's always had that one bad over somewhere in a game, whether it's in the middle of the innings, start, or at the end. And the last couple of games, it's towards the end of their innings. Maybe that reflects on that those numbers. But you've got to look at their overall attack, and they still have a formidable attack. You know, they haven't been chasing too many big scores, even if the economy is high. And I don't think there's too much issues. I mean, they just need to put 20 overs together.
All right, we'll take those 5 seconds from Ajit in another conversation some other time. Right, now what's happened in the death overs? Perhaps that's where a bigger clue is on offer. Remember, MS Dhoni got some runs against them the other night, which proved to be crucial. Brad, you can get into this one. The last 4 games, the averages have gone up in the death overs, and that economy rate is nearly 12. So it is at that phase of the game that Mumbai have proved to be a little bit vulnerable. Something for Kolkata to look at and perhaps attack in that game?
Oh, definitely. If you look at the last game against the Supergiant, they attacked Dhoni with good length bowling, but they attacked him for too long. Now, Dhoni's not very strong on the good length bowling. He's waiting for that Yorker with the helicopter shot, and they just held their game plan for too long. Dhoni adapted well, so they're going to have to change their game plan up and execute those Yorkers and mix it up with some short balls as well. But you look at the McClanagans, you look at Boomerang, you look at Malinga, you know exactly what they're going to do. They're going to, Boomerang and Malinga are going to try and bowl Yorkers, try and bowl slower ones, and people were picking up on it. McClanagan, he's looking at the good length, slower balls, even shorter balls, and people are sitting back waiting for it. And someone like a Lynn, if he's there out the death, he's going to capitalise.
All right. Not the 5 seconds that you didn't need those extra 5. All right. So that's where we are with this game. However, we don't let our experts go just like that. They've got to pick 11s as well. So that's what we are getting into next. And you would think that there is going to be one major change in the team that Ajit Agarkar has picked, and perhaps we'll see it now. Yes, we will. He has gone for Harbhajan Singh, who was surprisingly left out in that last game in favour of Karan Sharma. No other changes in that one. Why must Harbhajan play? Please tell the Mumbai Indians management, Ajit.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a bit tactical because they had all the top 6 batters were right-handers, and they preferred the leg spinner. Plus, Harbhajan had a tough game against Kings 11. Even so, I mean, you look at the pitch that is on offer in Bengaluru, high pressure game in a playoff against a really good team, KKR, and you want your most experienced and best players in. I don't think Karan Sharma has done too much wrong, but I still want to get Harbhajan back in there. I mean, just for his experience, and he's had a good IPL. I mean, apart from a couple of games which will be very, very unusual if a bowler doesn't have a couple of bad games in T20. He's had a really good IPL, and they need every bit of experience that they can gain.
And it's in Bangalore, where spin bowlers have had some.
Yeah, I mean, the pitch dictates it. You know, yeah, leg spinners sometimes turning the ball away from the right hander can be effective. I don't think you can match the experience Harbhajan has got.
One change that Ajit has made from the last team that Bangalore played, surprise, surprise, Mr. Hogg's made 3 to the one that actually got Kolkata into this situation. He's getting Colin de Grandhomme back into this team. Nathan Coulter-Nile, of course, stays there, and also Manish Pandey, if fit, will slot back into the team, as will Kuldeep Yadav. You are relying heavily on spin bowling to get Kolkata home in this game.
The only reason why I'm doing that is because of what I saw tonight, and the wicket was spinning at 1:30 in the morning when you expect dew. Even the rain that had persisted on the wicket before the covers came on, it didn't affect the way that Khan bowled. And I just think that when you've got Chawla, Nareen and Kuldeep Yadav in there, you've got 2 quality leg spinners, 1 quality off spinner, and then you've got the quicks of Umesh Yadav and Nathan Coulter-Nile backed up with the Grandham if you need the medium pace. They're going to rely heavily on that middle order to lift. That's where their weakness has been, and I'm expecting the Ryan to bat up the top of the order to open with Lynn in this particular game, and that will deepen the batting list. The Grandham coming in at 7, Chawla coming in 8.
Yusuf stays in the 11? Yusuf Pathan stays in that 11 for you, considering his form has been absolutely wretched.
Well, Yusuf Pathan's got to stay in that 11 just to add something with the ball. I haven't seen enough of Jaggi, and look, his stats show that he's got a strike rate of 117, and Yusuf hasn't had a match-winning performance this year, and we always get 1 match-winning performance, if not 2, out of Yusuf Pathan. Yusuf Pathan, man of the match. There you go.
All right. How many bowlers do you need, Mr. Hogg? All right. Let's just.
I don't need any bowlers. I've got two quicks in there with the Grandham.
Yeah.
To be able to.
3 frontline spinners. So
yeah, and I'm expecting the wicket to hold up, and the Grandham's little off cutters are going to be a little difficult for the batting.
Okay.
Prowess of Mumbai.
Let's finish up. Win toss. What do you do, Ajit? Win toss in this game. What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, the rain is a bit of a pain, but otherwise I'd bat first.
Yeah.
All conditions equal, bat first.
I think going in with the spinners that I've just done, I think I'd bowl first.
Okay. Yeah. It's tactically very different. Mumbai or Kolkata in this, Brad, for you?
Kolkata. I'm wearing purple. Come on.
Yeah, I've got to go with Mumbai.
Okay. So that will be nice and split in our panel here. Remember that we'll be live ahead of that game, 7:30. You can ask all your questions on Facebook as well, on the ESPNcricinfo page. You can get those hashtags going. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. All of that coming up. Remember, this is yet another all or nothing contest. The winner goes into that final in Hyderabad on Sunday. The loser packs his bags.